Boom. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, great to be back here. This is the 6th brand challenge that we've been running across MadFest. We've had some amazing brands, no less than Taco Bell today. But you're going to be hearing a little bit more from them in just a minute. Before we do that, though, let me tell you what's going on. So I also work with Mark at CoCubed, and here's a 30-second overview of what we do. Let's go. So we are passionate about connecting the world's biggest brands with the world's most innovative startups, and that's what we're doing here at the House of Innovation. Our big belief is that the future already exists; it just hasn't been scaled, and so it's startups who are inventing that future. And our big passion is helping big brands connect with those startups. We're doing that in the House of Innovation. So if you're interested in engaging, you can go on speed date with a startup. We're doing that here with Taco Bell as well. But we do this with brands every day, where we connect them to our 12 million startups. They share challenges, and we find solutions to that. So if you're interested in solving challenges that you might have as a brand, let us know. Talk to any of the guys in the lab coats, and we'll get that going for you. We might need a new clicker, but yeah, the other opportunity for you to get engaged in is in the House of Innovation. So if you keep walking around to the right here, we've got 35 startups that you can meet. Share your challenge with any of the team there, and they'll organize a speed dating session where you can meet 5 startups in 30 minutes. So it's almost like your own brand challenge. Let's jump into this brand challenge, though, and to tell us more about the challenge from Taco Bell, please give it up for Monica.
Thank you, Jeremy. Hi, everyone. I'm Monica Poole. I lead the Taco Bell marketing team for UK and Europe, and I'm here with my team, Lucy and Gemma, in the front as well. To answer the first question I know is on your minds, yes, Taco Bell is in the UK. And that is the #1 comment that we have on our social media channels, where our brand awareness is just so low. We have 130 restaurants, but people just don't really know that we're here, and they know Taco Bell from film culture and music and from their trips to the US, but our job is really to land the brand here in the UK. And we really want to be the #1 QSR brand for Gen Z, and to be, we're a youth brand. We're a brand that's about helping them connect to culture, to creativity and collaboration. And so, our challenge is not that different to the challenge that our founder had, nearly 60 years ago, when Glenn Bell had to introduce tacos into this world that was obsessed with burgers and fried chicken. And so we kind of feel like we've got the exact same challenge today in the UK. And our mission is to make tacos as cool and craveable as we possibly can. So we're super excited to be here today. We're really grateful to the startups who've spent their time and energy thinking about our brand challenge. The specific challenge we've set for today is around Taco Tuesdays. And how do we make Taco Tuesdays more famous than Thirsty Thursdays for 16 to 24-year-olds?
That is a good challenge.
So we're looking forward to seeing what they've come up with. And thank you so much for having us.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, Monica. If you haven't been here before, the format is fast and furious. So each startup gets 3 minutes to pitch, and then a couple of minutes for questions. And then we go to the next company. We've got 6 solutions, so we're going to go through that, and then Monica will decide on the ultimate winner and the person who will be taking home the trophy for today. So, without further ado, let's look at how we can drive engagement for Taco Bell and awareness through mixed reality. And a company that is leading the charge in this space is Aircards, and from Aircards, here's Marek.
Thank you very much. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All good? Yeah, awesome. So hello, my name is Marek. I'm head of global partnership at Aircards. Before I start, just a quick request from me. I'm a geek. I love what I do, but I get overexcited, and then my voice gets even more squeakier. Sorry for the headphones in the room, so just calm me down if that happens, basically. But enough about me. Let me tell you about Aircards and what we can do for Taco Bell. So Aircards is a global XR production studio. We are dedicated to emerging technology, design, and immersive storytelling. Our mission is clear: to deliver immersive, interactive, impactful experiences. As you can see on the slide, there is no M word on it, because it's not about hype, it's not about new names. It is about evolution of internet. And internet is becoming more immersive, more interactive, and through this, more impactful. We can deliver on this mission because we are powered by best-in-class technologies. Whether it's augmented reality, pixel streaming on gaming platforms such as Roblox and Fortnite, we can recommend and build on a platform that is right for you, for your brand, and for your audience. And because of this approach, we were able to work with some of the world's biggest brands, some of them Taco Bell competitors. I'm really, really sorry. But actually, the interesting thing is that many of them come to us because they want to connect with younger audiences. It is a fact that younger audiences are a driving force behind the shift towards more immersive shopping experiences. And I would say more immersive experiences in general. This is what they know, this is what they grew up with, this is what they enjoy, and this is what they love. That's why when we got your challenge, basically, to make Taco Tuesday famous, to make Taco Bell cool, and actually help you for Taco Bell to become #1 QSR brand among Gen Z, we knew we have something special. And while there's many ways and many levels that we could work and help you in this, we decided to come up with a bang, or should I say bong, I think. So our idea is called The World is Your Taco. I hope you see what we've done here. Really, really clever, I know. But basically what it is, it's web-based, geolocated, multiplayer game created to bring together friends and family, have fun, and get their Taco Tuesday on. Imagine created mini digital gamified experiences in the vicinity of Taco Bell restaurants that bring people together. I always, when I hear about basically this vision of us living in a virtual world only, I think it's like, my God, this is sad. We should give up now. It is about real world. It is about bringing people together, adding digital elements to the world around us. And this is all that we are about. And we believe that the key success factors for this idea is that is using latest tech. So Google Geospatial, that's been announced just a few months ago, is absolutely magical. And it actually enables brands to turn the world in digital playground in a cost-efficient way. The next thing is multiplayer and fun. So it's not about somebody sitting in the room. It's like it's about bringing people together. This is like when it's all about kind of going for a Taco Tuesday. It is something that you enjoy with your friends, and it's web-based, so it's easy accessible. But the last thing is actionable. It's not about the PR notes. It's actually about driving people to your restaurants. And this is something that we've done successfully in the past using immersive experiences, and we hope to do it again with Taco Bell. So thank you so much for listening, and bong!
Love that. All right. Time to bong.
Yeah.
Monica, sounds more inappropriate when I say it out loud. Why don't you jump up and save me from this with a question?
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. I think our main question was, what's the hook that gets them in?
Yeah.
Have you thought about how do we make that incentive even more craveable to get them into the game?
We actually, so this is, I always say that this kind of experiences work when they're part of the bigger campaign. This is not something that it's like, oh, we do like a multiplayer game. You, for example, have the offer already running in the Taco Bell experiences. You also have brand partnerships. You work with influencers. You create content. So actually giving people something that is a bit special within the experience. This can be connected with couponing and so on. So it's like, it's kind of, this is a hook from a kind of creative idea, but it is about integrated it with your kind of like wider activities. And also, we actually seen that it's like, we've done really simple experiences. We've done like bigger, massive kind of like Louis Vuitton taking over of Tokyo Tower experiences. But we've seen on each of them that the gamified experiences perform so much better than basically something that is just interactive, for example. Not that interactive is bad, it's amazing, but the gamified is actually something that drives people, and especially younger audiences. It's like they're just like, when you think about gaming, when it's the passion points, that's kind of like, hopefully will drive them.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marek. Well done. Strong start. So we're going to go from the world of taking the internet to the next generation into the world of print. From Stampix, please give it up for Simon.
Hello, everybody. Is this on? Okay, good morning. So I'm Simon from Stampix, and we're a photo rewards company. But I'd like to start off with a simple question about the Taco Bell customers. What do they all have in common? So the answer is a bit given away here. They love to take pictures. And what we discovered by searching the Taco Bell hashtag is that they actually love to share those pictures on social media even. A second insight, so actually when you look at the numbers, there's 1.7 trillion photos that are being taken every year. It's more than ever before, and it's ever increasing. A second insight specifically for Gen Z that may not be so well known is that they love to print as well. In fact, almost 80% of Gen Z prints photos regularly. And that's actually exactly why we founded Stampix 7 years ago. Consumers love to print their photos, but they lack the time, they lack the inspiration on which photos to print, and they lack money, or at least it costs them money to print the photos. Brands, on the other hand, they want to create an emotional connection with those consumers. And they also want to capture valuable first-party data, and they want to drive that consumer to the store. So that's exactly what photo rewards can do to you. 2 problems solved with 1 single solution. So how does it work exactly for the Taco Bell challenge? We're going to try and get the people in store, engage them online, and drive them back to the stores. We suggest to go out with a bang and make Taco Bell Tuesday a big party with pop-up displays, QR codes on receipts, and say like, "Live Mas, the memories are on us." They're taking the pictures anyway, so why not let them scan the QR code? And that's where the magic happens. A branded web application will open. They will upload their photos very smoothly, and they can, for example, select their favorite Taco Bell sauce, their hot sauce. And last but not least, we're going to ask them to opt in for the newsletter or to receive a link to download the app. By the way, 73% of those consumers will opt in to that checkbox. A couple of days later, that's when the true moment of magic happens. The photos arrive in the mailbox as a tangible surprise that's going to be cherished and kept forever. But we can also flip it around. What about all the people that are following you online? How do we gonna get them into the stores? We could look at your own media, we could look at TikTok, Instagram, or LeBron James could even do a little post and launch the Taco Bell challenge. There's gonna be thousands of people engaging there. Our best campaigns have over 10,000 participants in 1 day. They're all gonna rush to that site, upload the photos, do the same thing, and that short-term activation is going to have a long-term impact with the prints that receive a few days later. You can see it here, different branding, and we're going to time those perfectly on Taco Bell Tuesday with a coupon that they can redeem in the store. So what's it going to bring to you in terms of brand values? First of all, every one of those participants, we're going to have their undivided attention for over 450 seconds, which is massive nowadays. Second, there's research that shows that that's going to lift your brand equity with 7%, whereas a normal engagement campaign will be below 1%, just because it's so immersive. And then last but not least, with a good coupon, well targeted, we expect 15% conversion of that coupon. If that's not enough, I'd like you to think of that Gen Z customer. They're going to have that printed photo with your branding. They're going to hang it on their wall. Every time they go to the bathroom, to the fridge, they're going to see it again. And it's going to start a little craving for the next Taco Bell Tuesday. And that, I think, is priceless. But it's actually not. It's 30 cents for 1 picture. So, thank you.
It's great, Simon. Jump up and let's jump into a question.
I brought you some samples.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. I've got some fire sauce photos. Thank you so much.
I hope it's your favorite.
It is, and these have like a cult following in the US, so thank you for that. I think my main question was, in terms of trying to make this behavior repeatable, I love the link to the coupon. Is there a way that we'd be able to integrate this format into our Taco Bell app?
Yeah, that's how we work with several brands. We actually have a web application that can be, it's a microsite, so it will look and feel exactly like your app, and it's going to open up and the consumer won't notice. They're just going to be redirected, upload the pictures, and then be back in the app.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool, thanks.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thanks, Monica. Thanks, Simon. Marek mentioned the importance of gamification and how powerful that can be for driving engagement. Our next company is going to elaborate further on that from Promotigo. Please give it up for Charles.
Hello. Thanks, Jeremy, for the introduction. My name's Charles Croft. I am the commercial director of Promotigo. But I'd also like to thank Jeremy and the CoCube team for a couple great days. It's been really good, and we look forward to seeing you next year. So let's give it a hand for Jeremy, everybody. But I'm also quite excited to be here today because I've spent a big percent of my career within the QSR industry. I've been at two-thirds of my career working for QSR brands, so I'm really excited to be back talking to you guys about an idea we have for Taco Bell. So the question really is, today is how does a technology company, a SaaS-based technology company that specializes in automating the creation, the management, the organization of promotions, digital experiences, how can that help you drive Taco Tuesday? How do we cement that Taco Tuesday idea that you want to have for your brand? I think the question really becomes, whatever idea we put together has to work really hard. First, it has to be consistent. You're going to have to do this for a long time. It can't just be a month. It can't just be 6 weeks. You're going to have to be out there for a while. It has to be repeatable. We need to create that cementing the mind between the game, Taco Bell, and Tuesday. It has to be a repeatable experience, something you ask people to do all the time. And if you're going to ask them to do it a lot, it's got to be fun. It has to be something they want to do. It has to be something that entertains, and we know entertainment drives engagement. And then the other thing it has to do is reach. This is a great solution. You're working with a great partner to drive engagement with all these communities. But they're going to have to do it a lot. So when you have those viral explosions, we have to have the capacity to handle a big crowd that's going to come in there. When they start sharing this game, you're going to get viral exposures. Fantastic. It also has to bring frequency. We know you have to be in the market a lot, but whatever we put together has to be cost effective enough that you can scale it for a very long period of time. And then lastly, most importantly, it has to be simple. A big part of our solution is building trust with the users. It has to be easy to enter. It has to be no barriers. It has to be transparent, fair. You have to build trust with this generation because they're also quite skeptical as well. And frankly, you're off to a fantastic start. LeBron James, for those of you guys who don't know basketball, he's known as King James in the United States. He's a transcendent sports star who has got the best friends in all the world of music and fashion. And one day, I'm pretty sure you're all going to hear him as a presidential candidate in the United States. He's a really powerful ambassador for the brand, so congratulations on this partnership. But the question really is, how do you unlock something like this? Well, you got to let these guys do something. This Generation Z people you're targeting, they've got to do something like doing. They like to play games. They like to play it on their phone. They like to play it on the devices they're looking for. And frankly, what other game are you going to play? Well, it's not going to come up. Other than basketball. Shoot 2 for Taco Tuesday. When you use our technology, the first thing that you do is you come to a library of the best digital and experiential mechanics that the world's seen. You pull those mechanics, or you pull those templates into your, where you pull your artwork and your copy into there, and away you go. It literally takes a day to set up these campaigns, and you can be testing in 2 and you're away in 3. And one of our templates is a score to win template. Most of everybody in Europe would see this used for like penalty shootouts for football at the European Championships, the World Cup. And that's something we've done a lot of. We've adapted it now for basketball as well. For those of you who don't know basketball, when you get fouled, you get 2 shots with nobody getting in your way. And usually the idea about shoot for 2, is one of those metaphors, sports metaphors, that works across language. And so you hear this metaphor in US vocabulary a lot. So it's something that is a fantastic alliteration for Taco Bell. But really the way this works is you basically, it can play it on any of your device, and all you basically do is you swoop up. It's basically replicating the free throw. You swoop up the basketball, it scores. If you get 2 shots, you get a free taco with any conditional purchase. If you get 1 shot, you basically can get a free discounted offer. And if you miss, we'll see you next Tuesday. But I think the question really becomes, for this experience, is that these guys love to play this game, and they'll play it a lot. So they'll wake up every Tuesday and they'll want to play this game. So this is really how it works. We envision this working for 52 weeks. It's going to take a lot to get people to begin to associate Tuesdays with Taco Bell. You play this game a lot. So we envision this for 2 weeks, and you wake up on a Tuesday, the game plays, it can play in your app, we can stand up a microsite, whatever you want to do. And you basically launch this game, and they play on Tuesday. You play for a limited time until your budget is up for the day. We can set limits. It can end when it's done. It's a random prize draw. The algorithm is built in. So if you win 2, if you win 1, and that's your experience. Away you go, and you wake up next Tuesday and play this game. We believe this is a fantastic way of getting a lot of different communities. For example, the Hackney Gazelles, the basketball team that's out in Hackney, they're going to play this game. They're going to share with their friends. This is going to build a really fun experience over 52 weeks. Ultimately, this is a fantastic way of driving app membership, first and zero-party data. You can do CTAs off your media. I don't know what you're going to do with media. I'm presuming you don't have the rights for LeBron to do the game, so you're basically going to have to ambush this thing. So this is what it allows you to do. And we have done this before. So a couple months ago, for those of you who don't know basketball, the university sport in the U.S. is massive. And during the month of March is the NCAA Basketball Championships. It's probably the biggest TV event, bigger than the Super Bowl because it goes for a month. Our client, the confectionery brand, Pim Brands, they wanted to ambush the NCAA without sponsorship. We got this game. We adapted the Score to Win game within 2 days, had it running in 7. We got 85,000 entries in 2 weeks. All they did was hang it off their social media. All they did is hang it off of Instagram and Facebook. 85,000 entries. The other really cool thing about this, most people wanted to play the game multiple times, but they couldn't. So we know they want to play this over and over and over again. And ultimately, with those entries and the cost to get this way, it was 5 cents an engagement. So it's very, very low cost to do this. It works. Well, that was, sorry, I didn't know if this was going to play, sorry. So really, just ending this, why Promotigo? We are a startup, which is why we're up on the stage. We've been working for a couple years, but we already have quite a good brand list. One of our partner companies is the technology behind Monopoly. We've been doing Monopoly for a long time. We know how these games work. We also are integrated into the CRM system at Unilever. We do more than 250 campaigns a year with Unilever. We're about to be a partner with Global to help them run the more than 2,000 campaign digital experiences they run on an annual basis. And we're a partner of the IOC, helping sponsors activate, but also helping the IOC do the mascot activations as well. So trust is at the heart of our technology, partly because these guys trust us and our technology never lets us down. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charles. How would you like to do a question?
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Hi. I guess my question is, I'd love to hear more about your insight behind the power of gamifying the challenge versus if they're in our app and we just give them the offer for a free taco, why should we make them work for that?
It's a great question. People actually value something they have to work for. There's an idea around psychology about extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. If you ask them to play a game, they'll want to play that, and that's cementing that experience. So this idea that we remember what we do, the more you ask them to do things, the more they want to do, and games do that. And that helps drive that mental association with the brand better than just saying, here's your offer.
Amazing.
All right.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thanks, Monica.
Cheers.
Thanks, So that's 3 down. We've got 3 to go. And we're going to move from engagement to how do you drive trial and repeat. Well, our next company does just that. From Zappit, please give it up for Katie.
Thank you. Hello. So, yeah, we are Zappit. So, who are Zappit? We are digital couponing. So, our vouchering, we work with some of the largest brands, retailers, and restaurants. So, we're no app. So, the good thing is we're not going to compete with your current loyalty app. We can actually help drive traffic to the loyalty app with our first-party data. But we're secure and trackable. So this is what we're proposing for you. Treat friends on a Taco Tuesday. So because you want to go after Gen Z, we propose that you do that maybe on TikTok. I know Taco Bell currently hasn't got a TikTok account. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Sorry. So yeah, so that's ideal then. So we're integrated with all social media platforms, so we can work with any of those platforms. So what we'd suggest is to do a TikTok campaign. And within that campaign, you would then, within the advert, you would click through into get the voucher. So the consumer would then, obviously there's a cost per lead for that, but what would happen is we suggest that you put a share and boost element on the coupon. So then if the user shares it with their friends via social media or WhatsApp groups, then effectively that's free advertising, free media for you. So then what happens is The people that share it with their friends, once they open the coupon, then that boosts their offer. So the first offer could be your standard kind of £2 for the drink and the taco on a Tuesday, and then the boosted offer could be maybe an additional £1 off or an extra free product. We have a restaurant location, so I think you've got about 130 restaurants in the UK, so they can see where the nearest restaurant to them is. They can then go in store, show the QR code, which is unique, and redeem within store. No. I think these are old slides. Okay. So obviously we're all about driving trial for Gen Z, and what you can do as well is obviously do stuff in restaurants. So it could be a QR code in the restaurant, so obviously someone that's already a big user of Taco Tuesday or likes to go to Taco Tuesday, they could just share the QR code with their friends and family. Again, getting you kind of free media, because I know you've got a kind of limited media budget. As I said, everything that we do is getting that first-party data for you, so then obviously you can turn that data into your loyalty app users. We also can integrate with any apps, so we do a lot of work with Pampers and P&G where we integrate with their apps, so you could distribute coupons that way, or we can do it within landing pages, via QR codes, etc. So yeah, thanks for listening. Any questions?
Thank you.
That's okay.
I think my main question was around your learnings on what makes the best types of incentives. Like, how do you create that motivation for someone to feel like this is good enough that I'm going to share it with my friend? And I almost feel like our standard £2 taco deals is probably not motivating enough.
I mean, the more money you can offer off, so if they've never, it depends whether you're targeting current people that have currently been, or if it is obviously a new sector like Gen Z that may have not been, you need to do a really good offer to see those redemptions. So we'd say at least 50% off the total price, or if not, maybe a free product first of all, to kind of get them into your restaurants. That's where we see the best redemptions. But when you compare our digital coupons to kind of traditional paper coupons, a paper coupon might be getting on a good rate maybe 5% maximum redemptions, where we're seeing 30-40% redemptions because it's so easy and it's all on the phone. And our coupon is distributed generally by SMS, and the reason we do that is because it's a low traffic area, you know what I mean, channel. So therefore, it's easy to find it. We do reminders as well. So if they've already downloaded it, but they haven't, say they've got 7 days, they haven't used it, you do a little reminder maybe 2 days before, don't forget to use it. And we see a real increase in redemptions on that. So I'd always say, if you are trying to get that first-time person in, do the best offer you can in order to get those high redemptions.
That's great insight. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. So we've been looking a lot at different digital solutions, but how do we drive people into store? Well, our next company focuses on helping brands do just that. Please give it up for Localistico.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Does this work? Yes. Perfect. So I actually think that we're going to be probably the most boring solution here, because everything that we do is basically drive more people to physical places. So not as funky, not as colorful, but very useful to what you're trying to do, because the whole point is that I think good marketing is a bit like good tacos. It's the whole idea that is very simple, but it's very difficult to do at scale, which is pretty much what you're trying to do, right? One of the points that I was bringing is that if you search for Taco Tuesdays, actually here, you are going to get Oaxaca, not Taco Bell, which is probably not a good thing, right? And local marketing is very much like directed around areas around where you have Taco Bell, where Taco Bell would be an option, right? We have helped other food brands, such as, for example, P.F. Chang's or Popeye, when they were launching in Spain with Alsea Group. So it's very similar. It's how do we make it relevant to the searches that people are already searching for, like taco, which is a common thing, right? So how can we basically position for that, and how can we give you the processes and the things that you need? We base most of Localistico in a very easy thing, which is how would we find the closest Taco taco place to you. You will start by searching already in one of the platforms. As I said, Taco Tuesdays. What is Taco Tuesdays? You would start by searching. You would probably research a bit, go probably to Taco Bell's page, etc. Check the options that you have, probably go to the actual place, ask for your order, and maybe engage afterwards. Leave a review, tag yourself on a photo, etc. What we do at Localistico is that we basically have a platform that covers all those touch points and allows you to have them synchronized and managed from a central location or delegated to the restaurants if needed. So why is that useful? What we think is that I think literally you should use every single solution that they gave you here, but I think you should do this first, because otherwise you're going to be driving people to a location that basically, exactly, you generate engagement with a coupon, and then what comes later, right? So for me, there's a couple of things. One is that basically Taco Tuesday, or things like the fact that you offer vegan tacos, are nowhere represented on your channel. If I search for them, you don't appear. So for me, it's synchronizing that initial search in Google, my Facebook profiles, my Instagram profiles. How can I make sure that they're referencing what I'm trying to push? And then maybe link to one of these beautiful couponing solutions that you were presented. After that is actually my own on-page presence. How can I make it more attractive? Because basically your store pages right now, or your restaurant pages, look like something from the 90s. And this is not what we want. So something that actually represents all those things that you're doing in Instagram. You're already doing this, by the way. So it's just reusing that, right? And the last thing is that if I'm searching for a taco place, and again, I'm going to research online first. I'm going to check your Insta. I'm going to check your Google profiles. And the problem there is that Oaxaca has no restaurant below a 4. You have 2s and 3s in reputation management. This is both a capturing moment, so how can we use certain keywords, and also like a good way to actually enhance the brand. So we're thinking those 3 things are actually things that we can make in the first like 3 to 6 months of working with you, and that will end up, and I'm pretty sure on this, like 10 to 15% more people interacting with each of your restaurants, and 5 to 10 more people going and buying tacos. And if this doesn't happen in the first 6 months that you work with us, I buy everybody here a taco, to be clear. So that's us, that's Localistico, and I think this is something that we should be talking about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your honesty. And the session is recorded, so the taco offer is going to be redeemed, I think.
Perfect.
I think rather than a question, I wanted you to expand a little bit more on the reputation management side of what you do, and like, how do you actually help us turn that around?
Yep. So we basically specialize on doing local marketing, so people that have a lot of locations. If you look at most social listening tools, they're very focused about one brand with one page that you manage, like Hotsuite and whatever. In your case, reputation is distributed. Many restaurants, also some central things. So our tool basically indexes every kind of review and every single touch point of that user and allows you to basically fragment it. Do we want people from the restaurants answering? Do we want central team answering? Do we want to filter them by certain things? Do we want to set automations when people reference certain words? So we very much thought about people that have to handle hundreds. So I said we work with Alsea Group for Popeyes, P.F. Chang, Starbucks, Burger King. So it's a very common problem. So it's basically how can you automate? How can you delegate the action to the right level in your organization, right? So that's what we basically do better.
Amazing. Thank you for that.
Pleasure.
Well done. Thank you, Mr. Ricardo. And Ricardo, come up here. Yeah. That's 5 down. We have 1 more to go, and our last company looks at helping brands show up in their digital wallet. From Doorway, please give it up for Chase.
Hello. First of all, happy Thirsty Thursday. I know it's the wrong thing to say, but, you know. So, you guys might recognize us as a corporate identity digital business card software, but I am here to tell you how we are so much more. This idea for what we are going to show you today about brand exposure actually came from Nike, if there's anyone from Nike here. But it's about how can you put your brand in somebody's life every single day. And for them, it was a loyalty card for VIP customers, but for you guys, it's for every customer. So here you can see an example of a Taco Bell doorway. The UK might be a bit smaller, but in the US, where I'm from, you guys are spending about $300 million a year on your brand. I see Taco Bell on billboards, I see Taco Bell on TV. How come I don't see it in my wallet literally every day? So what Doorway is here to do is to make that happen. to make me see Taco Bell every day, to make me see Taco Tuesday every week, and just to have something that's ridiculously easy. You need to be innovative, but you need to be familiar, and hopefully this looks like it should be something you already have. So how does it work? You're a customer, you show up to Taco Bell, you scan a QR code at the till, and this pops up, add it to your wallet, and now you have your Taco Bell doorway. What's the point of having your Taco Bell doorway beyond the idea that you're just going to be seeing Taco Bell every single time you use your Apple Pay or your Google Wallet, because it's cross-compatible? You can also engage customers in a way that has never been done before. So you have apps, you have all these different means by which you can somehow connect to people, but I have a Taco Bell app, I also have a McDonald's app and a Burger King app, and I silence all my notifications, no offense. But through Doorway, you cannot actually silence these notifications because they are from the wallet. So it's a very unique offering, and whether it's for Tuesday, whether it's for a loyalty program, whatever it is, you update the card design, and now when I open my wallet, I see, gosh, new color, what's that? But more importantly, I get a pop-up, which tells me to look at this card. Very important, because you guys are a huge company. Can they actually manage the scale? We have rolled out millions of cards globally, and the answer is yes, scale is our forte. It's very easy to do, and whether it's in different regions, different countries, different designs, very easy to manage this via our platform. If you guys are interested, we can go into more detail on the tech behind it. But what really is important here is the idea that this is a piece of real estate where you guys should be. It's a short presentation, it's a short pitch, because it's a really easy product. The idea is we are not trying to reinvent the wheel. You guys, like I said, need to be really innovative, but I am just a little bit older than Gen Z, despite my ostensible youth. And I can tell you that I don't really want to download something new. I want to do something that I know and that I like. I'm using my Apple Wallet every day, 70% up year on year globally. So why are you guys not there? Why am I not seeing it every day? And yeah, I think that it's a great solution. I think I should be saying Happy Taco Tuesday instead of Happy Thirsty Thursday. But yeah, that's it. I like your suit, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I think you've already touched on the tension that there is between putting our offer in the wallet versus actually dropping the offer through our app.
Yes.
Can you tell me, if we were to do that, what access do we have to consumer data or insights of what they've actually gone in and purchased over and above the offer? Basically trying to create that connection to the data piece between the app and the wallet.
Yeah, you guys have invested a lot in your app. You don't want to take people away from it. You want to drive them to it. First of all, this is supposed to be a piece of demand creation. So the idea, this is we're driving people to your app. So I should be seeing Taco Bell, I should be seeing the taco, I should be seeing the color and saying, oh, I have the app, I can go order. Because you're not ordering through Doorway. You're just kind of creating the idea of, oh my gosh, it's Tuesday, oh my gosh, I need a taco, and then I'm going to go to the app. Through the app, easy API integration. Like, totally seamless for us to integrate everything. What are they actually claiming? What are they purchasing? How often are they using it? Are they clicking it? Like, the tech is the easy part. The hard part is adoption and making people actually use it, and the point of Doorway is everyone's going to use it. You know, for you guys, it's mutually intelligible. Corporate, consumer, like, if you're not going to pay for tech, no one's going to use it. So, very important.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Thank you, Chase. Well done, Chase, and well done to all 6 of our solution providers. Fantastic pitches, huh? They were really good. We're going to give Monica and the team a minute just to decide on who is the winner. But while they do that, let me just remind you a couple of things. First of all, if you would like to launch your own brand challenge, you can do that here at MadFest. Just go to the House of Innovation, share the team your challenge, and they'll curate 5 startups for you to meet in half an hour. It's all part of what we're doing with the speed dating. Second thing to mention, that if you enjoyed this format, we actually have turned it into a podcast, and you can see other brands share their challenge and startups solving that. Check out the podcast if you'd like to see more on that. And then the last thing to say is, we've had a total blast here at the House of Innovation and the Brand Innovation stage running these challenges. We'll be back next year with more brands, more challenges, more startups. So if you're a brand leader and you're looking to engage in this space, come and talk to me, and we'd love to explore how we can get you here on stage at MadFest next year. But that's about all I have buffer for. How are we going on our decision makers? Yeah, we're good? All right. Cool. Well, Monica, why don't you come back up and let's talk through are these companies.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeremy.
Cool.
So I'll give some just headline feedback to everyone, but thank you all so much. Like I said at the start, we're really grateful that you would spend your time and energy and effort on thinking about our brand challenge. And there are so many good ideas today. It's always the challenge of picking a winner. So I'm going to give some headline feedback on each one, just some of our takeouts, and then we'll
Announce the
come
winner.
back. Announce the winner straight away?
Yeah,
Okay.
so no, let's go with
Okay,
let's go through
feedback
one by
through
one.
everyone.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
good.
let's kick it off with air cards.
Air cards, really loved the presentation, really appreciated this idea of gamifying the challenge and getting people to interact for real life rewards. I love the idea of getting people outside as well into the real world, so I'm passionate about that. And I think just really a spot on idea that's just immersive and on brand for our target audience.
Very cool. And then we had a look at Stampix.
Stampix. I thought this was just such a great use of taking Taco Bell's distinctive assets, like our fire sauce packets, and then turning them into something memorable and real that people can keep in their homes. And I love what you had to say about creating that daily trigger for people every day. So thank you for that.
Cool. And then Prometigo.
Prometigo basketball shooting. Oh, that was just so great and catchy. You shoot to link to the £2 deal. I love that we were enhancing relevance of already a big global partnership with LeBron and trying to make that even more interesting and engaging for our audience.
Cool. And then we had Zap It.
Zap It.
The couponing.
Yes, Zap It. I thought, easy often beats better, and I think it was just such an easy way for people to redeem offers and rewards. And we really love the build of trying to, create an experience that you can actually share with friends, create value for others, rather than just redeeming value for yourself. So that felt really smart.
And then Localistico.
Localisto, that felt like a no-brainer. Like, I was just like, why haven't we done this? Thank you for the insights on what's actually the big fixes that we have right now. So I really love just enhancing every touch point and being quite brutal about like everything that we have to make work harder for us if we really want to get out on top.
Cool. And then we finished up with Doorway and digital wallets.
Doorway, I thought just a smart way to create value. That idea of literally being the utility and functionality of being in people's wallets every day and being where they are rather than trying to get them to go to the brand. I thought that was really smart.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Sounds very positive, Monica, but of course we can only have one winner. You might work with all 6 of these companies and we'll make introductions. But one winner for the Brand Innovation Challenge for Taco Bell. And the winner is?
We're going to go with the winner who really, I think, can drive brand engagement, but then also really drive functionality and commercial sales for our business. And we thought the most disruptive idea was Doorway.
Doorway, wow. There we go. Well done, Chase. Come on down. Well done, Chase. Come and get a photo. Fantastic. Well done, Chase. Thank you, Monica. Thanks for everyone for being involved. And a huge shout out to Mark, who's been emceeing this stage. He's done such a good job over the last 3 days. So well done, Mark. I'm going to hand it back to Mark now to